Hey, what's up guys? So today we're going to be doing another video on my channel. Today we are going to be playing some Autonauts. This is a pretty new game that has just recently come out. It's actually on itch.io. It's been very like, I'm pretty sure they call it pre-alpha, I'm pretty sure is what they call it. But yeah, it's a fairly early in its stages, but for what it is, it's actually a really good game, and it actually has like a lot of good characteristics, and I'm pretty much in love with this game. It's pretty amazing, and it just really like suits me for what I like in a game. So today, this video is just going to be a basic beginner's guide to show all you guys how to get started in this game very easily and be able to like start your own base and get the automation going, because the end goal of this game is basically automate everything with robots and be able to just not have to do anything and let your robots make a whole civilization by themselves. But we'll just be going with like the basics, like making like a crafting like workbenches and like saws and cutting down trees, and then we'll probably end up with making our first robot and making it, like automate some type of work around our little world here. So first thing you want to start with is taking a stick and then getting a piece of stone, and then you're going to want to craft a crude axe. So then once you craft the crude axe, you want to come up here and just break down some trees, get some logs. And then after you get a couple of these, you're gonna want to start making buildings. And the base for the buildings are these simple floorings. So you just want to place these down. Just a 1x2 is good for now. And each foundation and each blueprints for these different buildings all take resources to build. So you can drop your axe, whatever you have in your hand, with right click, and then you pick up things with left click, and then you come over here, and then you would drop it, right, and then pick up another log, drop it, and then that'll create the flooring. So then come up here, we can make another flooring. We'll get this all set up and ready. Okay, so from here, you probably want to go with the crude bench saw. We place that here, and then we'll also want to make the basic workbench. We place that down here. So this is going to take 2 logs, a plank, and a stone, which we'll probably start on this because you can break down logs and stuff with this. So pick up some more logs. So at the very early of this game, it's going to be basically you going and picking up the different resources and bringing them back and placing them into this. So place that down. So you see that it needs 0 more logs, 4 more planks, and 1 more stone. So how you get planks is you come over here, pick up your axe, knock down this tree, and then you click on it again, and it'll make two planks. And you saw there that whenever you move like out of the territory that's already been explored, you like discover more territory, and you can see what's over here. No, I don't. Okay, well, I've decided to break a tree. Okay, now we have 4 planks. It's different things you can pick up more of, so that's easy. Okay. Listen, these cows. These cows are kind of annoying. They're kind of annoying. So I'm just gonna move these so we don't have to listen to them. And they look, it's really cool when you pick them up because you're just like holding them above your head, and they're just like, they're just chilling. Okay. So Okay, so what else do we need? We need 1 stone. So stone can be found in these biomes over here. This is where you can get stones, boulders, you can mine those and also get more stones, and then this is like metal deposits, so you mine this and you can get like different types of metal. So we come over here and place this down. And then you can zoom in and out with the mouse wheel. Ah, cows. Okay, I can't turn it down. I'm sorry guys. But I'll try to mute them. So now we can make we can cut down logs into plank and poles more easier. And then so we need 2 more logs for this, and then this will basically get us going here. Once we make this is the starting. This is basically how you craft all your first items. Let's set down. Okay, we need 2 stones. We can get those. Then come throw these down into here. Okay, now we need poles. So poles, what you do with poles is you come over here, you get this log, put it down right here, and then you get your axe that you left somewhere and you can't remember where you left it. So you end up making a new one. Because yeah. And then you break down the planks some more, and then you get two poles. And place all this down, then bang, that's your, okay, now we've made our workbench. So now you can make all like wooden items and crude gear. Crude gear is used for also making your first basic robot, which is needed in these cows. Okay guys, I'm gonna get rid of these cows and then I'll cut back to once I get rid of them so you don't have to listen to the sound over and over again. Okay, sorry about that guys. I turned my computer down a little bit, so hopefully this will be a little quieter, and I will also turn them down when I'm editing this video. So let's get back into it. So we just crafted the basic workbench and the crude bench saw. So now if we look over to our buildings, there's general storage that can just be used to store anything of, I'm pretty sure it's 1 type per like storage thing. So, and then seedling tray, that's more of an advanced thing for replanting trees. We'll probably get into that in a different video. And then these we use, the basic workbench is just an upgraded version of, the basic workbench is what we made, and the metal workbench is an upgrade of the regular basic workbench metal. It just crafts like all metal items. And then the worker assembler is actually what we are going to be building next, which is right there. That lets us start making bots, so that's really cool. And then recycler, if you like build something, you can put it back in there and it will return to the base like items. And then fertilizer storage, simple, just stores fertilizer. Cereal seeder, and that's more advanced as well. Fencing and gate, that's more of what's it called? Just like furnishings and stuff, and to make your area look better. And then this makes regular gears, which is also more advanced. And then this is all more advanced things that we'll be getting into in the next video, but that's a rundown of all the buildings that are currently in the game. So if we look at this worker assembler, we'll need 2 logs, 2 planks, 2 poles. So we have enough poles, or we have enough logs, but we'll take these over here, and then we'll get to show off what this does when we want to make the logs into planks. So we take it over here, put this, and then 2 planks, 2 poles. So what we do now is we take this log, and then we put it back into here. We put it into here. And then it'll shoot out 2 planks, or actually, yeah, 4 planks, sorry, my bad. It doubles how much you can get from just chopping it by yourself. And then you come in here, holes, pick up the plank, and then put the plank in here. And then this should give you 2 poles. And then that is our worker assembler done. So right now for a crude worker, which is the base worker, you will need 4 planks, 4 poles, and then 1 crude gear. So planks and poles are pretty easy. We can go ahead and pick up everything that we have left in here, and go ahead and just throw that in here. And then there's another log back here that we'll throw on here. We'll just have to change it back to making planks. So plank. Oops, wrong button. And then we'll need 3 more. Yes, 3 more. And plank. Turn pole. And we only need 2 more. What? Did that drop all of them? Jeez. My bad. Okay. Now let's see what we need to make crude gear. Crude gear is 1 plank. So, okay, we do still 1 more log, which is good. Good. So we'll just walk over here. Plank. Put that in. Okay, we'll make 4 planks. Pick all this up. Actually, we only need 1. And then crude gear. Put the crude gear in there, and then here pops out our first robot. So what you can do, you can actually put them like above your head, just like the cows, and it's really cute. But we'll set him down, and now I'll give you a simple tutorial on how to cut down trees with him and how to set him up for that. But in the future, if you want a different tutorial, like how to automate different things, like getting wood and like getting rocks and like boulders and metal, and then like making like a full farm, like planting and like harvesting and all that, and then like farming. If you guys want to see that, just let me know in the future and I'll get around to it, to making a video about it, so you guys can learn and know how to play. So if we hit space and then we click on the crude worker, we can hit, well actually we'll have to get the crude axe, and then we'll have to give it to him, and then I'll have to make another crude axe for me. Here's one up here, another stone, make another crude axe, and then we hit teach, and then he'll basically just copy whatever we do. So if we say break a tree, and then we just hit repeat and then go, he'll line down all the trees in his radius. And if we come over here, there should be more trees. Yep, so he'll break all the trees in the radius, and then we can just go up and pick up the logs. But we can also like automate to where like we automatically pick up the logs and like bring them over here, or we could like put them in storage or anything like that. So any like questions you guys have or anything, just let me know, and I can either make a video on it or just reply to you and tell you there. So he'll just keep going. And one more thing that I want to show you guys is that you can make upgraded gear. So you can make like a better axe, which is used for trees. Shovel is used for replanting trees, I believe. Sorry guys. And then pickaxe used for mining and stuff. And actually, our bot here, he actually just broke his axe. So if we go and pick up our axe, that's why he has the big red circle, because he can't actually break it because he doesn't have an axe. But like I was saying, the like the wooden axes, and then everything's upgraded, so it's better than the crude axe, and you can also have like different tools and stuff, and all that. And then in here, you can just make the crude worker and the basic worker. The basic worker takes like metal and stuff, so that's a little harder. But other than that, the gear router is what makes the gears for the upgraded robot. I was having trouble finding what actually made those gears, so I'm just gonna tell you guys now, so hopefully you won't have that same problem. But I'll go ahead and stop this robot since he doesn't have an axe anymore, and that's basically it, guys. Like I said, if you want any other tutorials, just tell me, leave it down in the comments, and I'll be sure to get around to them. Definitely look forward to either other gameplay of this, or like tutorials and such. Just leave that down in the comments below, like what you guys want to see with this game, and I'll be sure to get around to it. But yeah, guys, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys all have a great day, and I'll see you next time.